Well, our parents, when we become Philippine weekend chairs, we tell them we want to do something and they say, okay, do it. I mean, they just throw us to the wolves. But I'm thankful for that because had it not been for that, I wouldn't be the bossy leader that I am today. So it works out, right? Bring it on, dancers? Right. But I'm thankful for weekend because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have had the, courage to do Pinoy Jam and randomly call one voice and make them come for a concert.
That was a good year.
That was a good year. And all they gave me was $1,000 to do that. And I just rented speakers and called them a band. And they showed up that day. And we all have their CDs. Okay, so who's got memories? Liz has one, and then I can share it for her if she wants to say it herself. Okay, Liz Velasco Ramirez. My favorite memory was when Uncle Max Becerra drove to LA to pick up water from Goldilocks that was donated in a large U-Haul truck that he rented. Who else has a memory? I'll take the microphone to you. Andy Ventura.
My favorite memory is when my daughters, Iris, Rose, Jasmine, and Daisy, and I had to drove to Cecil Park every day, starting in June to July for Philippine weekend. And during that time, I only had one male dancer, and that was Lily Pablo. And he has to dance with the two sisters, the Vega sisters, and the Salarda sisters. And I share this honor and pride with my late friend and co-chairman for cultural entertainment, Mrs. Lydia Pablo. And I thank the UFO officers for continuing teaching the kids at the Cecil Park to do the cultural entertainment.
Thank you, Mrs. Truck, and thank you for always sharing your gift of dance with so many of us. All of you that have danced for under Mrs. Truck's direction, please stand up at this time because I think at one time all of us have learned more about our Filipino culture because of Mrs. Truck and us being at the park, in the heat, learning how to do tinigi, learning how to do the Maria Clara suite. We learned so much about our Filipino culture through dance, and we are so thankful. Who else has a memory? Oh, here we go. The male dancer of all, Ricky Paul.
Good evening. Just to follow up on what Auntie Pin had said, my fondest memory was that very summer. I was at home, and I remember I was just watching TV, and my mom comes in and tells me, "Put on your shoes. You're going to the park. You're going to learn how to dance." And just to give it a backstory, my late mother never spoke to me in Tagalog. Never spoke to me in the native language. The reason why, when I found out later on, the year that she passed, she was afraid to teach me how to speak Tagalog. She wanted me to survive. She wanted me to survive. And back then, it was challenging. So then she realized after several years that I think the way for me to get in touch with my culture was to dance. So she had asked me, "You need to go to the park, you're gonna dance." I said, "No, I'm not going to dance." She said, "Yes, you're going to dance." I said, "No, I'm not going to dance." She goes, "There are going to be girls." I said, "Okay, sign me in." Lo and behold, like Auntie Pin said, 6 girls, 1 guy. And one of them turns out to be my wife. So my mom is married, so as Kuya Maxi says, Philippine Weekend does create leaderships. I feel that I'm a leader today because of Philippine Weekend. Having the elders tell you, you do that, not knowing why, but you do it because you get caught up in this history, this tradition, and you do it. And now that we're looking forward now to 2014 running the basketball tournament, I have girls now that run the tournament, and it's funny how this made full circle because today I actually had a couple of girls. We're at a basketball tournament today, and all of my girls see Alex and they're waving, Alex, Alex. If you understand, as a referee, you don't want to show favoritism amongst the competition. And here Alex is going to referee my game with my girls, and here's the opponents looking across saying, my goodness, we're going to play these girls and they're ready to end with the referee. Hey, that's what happens when you're from Delana and you have that common bond for being Filipino. So, Alex, everybody, thank you so much. And to everyone here, mabuhay. We look forward to the next 40 years, to memories.
Okay, the next comes the microphone next. Hector.
I got a lot of memories.
Any amusement?
Forgive me for not standing up, but it's been a long 4th of July. For all of you that know me, I provide all the fun entertainment out there at the park, and also all the shade. And every year we've been doing this. We've been providing more shade every year, so that way all the people, all the Filipinos in California, hopefully, you get comfortable. And when he first came to me, he says, hey, can you guys give us a shade? Actually, Mom David said, hey, can you make a cover for the stage? I said, well, how big? He said, well, about 40 by 25. I said, well, let me see if I can. I go, because my table was only 10 by 10. So anyway, by the way, well, we had a month to do it, and we did it. I'm gonna do it. Then after that, they skipped saying, hey, can we have more shade? Can we have more shade? And it got to be the point where, hey, Filipino weekend is work now for me. But I look forward to it because I enjoy being out there. And everybody asks me, hey, are you Filipino? I said, yeah, I'm an FBI, female body inspector. But actually, it's full-blooded Filipino. Because everybody goes, are you Mexican? I said, no, I'm FBI, because I'm proud of my heritage. Although I was born in Hawaii, but I'm still pure Filipino at heart. But anyway, hopefully this year, Jay, Max, they're both bugging me for more tents. So I don't know if we're going to be more shaded or if it's going to be more hot. So hopefully this year, the 40th anniversary is going to be one of the biggest ones, hopefully. And looking forward to maybe the 50th one. And my favorite memory was actually, the first time we ever showed up to Filipino Weekend was in a pink shaved ice booth. We were the first guys out there selling shaved ice. We didn't know what the heck to expect. We said, hey, can we sell snow cones out there? He said, sure. You have a booth? I said, no. So me and my nephew here, Eric, we worked all month. We bought a trailer, and then we made a booth that looked like a house. And we painted it pink. He said, hey, that's Filipino colors. It's attractive. Nobody will miss it. Just look for the pink shaved ice booth. So anyway, that's my story for Filipino Weekend.
I just want to say one of my fondest memories, Filipino Weekend. So Roger talked about having the social box that first year for the Queen pageant. So the second year, I guess we wanted to get away from that and maybe model it like the Miss America Queen pageant. And who better to do it was Daniel Ortiz, Max Becerra, and myself. That was is the reigning champion of the disco over in Bakersfield. It turns out to be Moose. Woo! So we recruited Moose, and then to give the girls a little choreography to do a show for everybody. And then we go, well, we need a guy that's kind of like a Burt Parks kind of guy. So we looked around and who we get? Lloyd Monsanto. He was great. Sang, MC at the same time, great. And it was wonderful, you know, to experience the girls. I don't know how it is now. I'm trying to recruit girls to be queen pageants or queen contestants. Back then, the only girls that I knew were the ones in my class of 1977. So, you know, Suzanne was in cheerleading. And I had a girlfriend, Alaska at that time. You talk about having drama during queen pageant, well, there was some drama. Yeah, so, you know, it was a lot of fun doing that, and I shuffled them around. We went to Bakersfield, met with the board of supervisors, which is pretty cool, and it was a lot of fun. And then during that queen pageant, there was a big tie, and I was wondering why is there a tie? Because there were an even amount of judges. But it turned out good, and everything was fine, and that's just one of my favorite memories, is just doing that. It was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. To those who don't know me, I'm Elizabeth Ordez. I'm in a wheelchair, so I just can't get up. Anyway, 40 years ago, Philippine Weekend started in my home. There were 12 of us that originated it, and now it has grown to so large that it's just impossible to get everybody in here. But I'm so glad. Just keep the good work up and continue Philippine Weekend. And I live to be 100 years old by then.